is Sherman. He is a quarter horse Frisian cross that's with me for training for a while. So I thought I would document a little bit of our journey together so some people that are interested can see and watch and see what you think. So he will be 4 in January. So he's a 3-year-old. I have not ridden him yet. I played with him a little bit yesterday. This is kind of like our second session. And I decided to do a little bit with the flag. And he's a little sleepy. I've messed around with him for just a few minutes before Damien came down to film me. Thanks, hon. The biggest thing I want to focus on today with him is we're kind of just getting to know each other. So he's got to learn about like my boundaries and my expectations. As you can see, he's super sweet. He wants to be really connected. So the biggest thing I look for at first is trying to create a balance between a horse understanding the difference between pressure and motion, right? So I want him to understand the difference between like, oh, I'm just moving the flag, right? My energies are neutral, I'm not worried, like this shouldn't be worrying him, right? Because like my focus is not on him, I'm not asking him for anything. So this is the same as like, you know, a plastic bag blows across the trail. I'm just gonna wait, I'm gonna keep going here till he can stand still. There, he tried to relax, so I'll stop. That's the same thing as like a plastic bag blows across the trail. You want your horse to check in with you and realize, okay, my leader's not scared, I don't need to be scared. So in all things, I want him to understand the difference between rhythmic motion, just moving things, and then pressure when I engage with him. Good man. And ask him to understand how to yield. And that stuff seems so simple, but that's the foundation of everything with horses. And nice looking shoe, good boy. And they've got to be so clear on that difference. And a lot of people don't take the time to teach a horse to understand the difference between I rang, I need something. Good. I should have filmed the beginning of that because it was not that pretty. Well done, young man. He looks a little sleepy-eyed now because I think he's doing some big processing. We had to have a pretty big conversation about like, no, pressure needs to be back up when I ask, right? So then the next place I look for this is I also want to be able, so he needs to yield his shoulder there. My focus is on that shoulder. Good man. So he also needs to understand this in motion, right? So in the walk here, I should be able to stay relaxed and rub on him as he's walking, right? So you can see there he's got a little bit of a, there, that's better. Good man. And this stuff seems simple, but it's so important to put these pieces in. And I also don't want him to freeze, right? A lot of people complain, or some people notice that with Frisians or some of your cold-blooded horses, they don't have as much forward in them sometimes. Well, so I also need him to be able to not freeze and relax as well. So yield the shoulder. Now it's a yield. Now it's about relaxation. I'd like him to be able to walk. Just going to get this way a little in the front end. Good. Good. There we go. Good. Excellent. And then yield the hip. Good. A different focus. Now I need that hind quarter to yield. Hind quarter to yield. Attaboy. Very nice. And then connect. Good man. Very nice. Super. Do that just a little bit the other way. So I don't mind that he's a little watchy about the flag, right? I don't want to knock all the instinct out of him. That's why I don't do a lot of like backing a horse out or making sure he's oblivious to this stuff. Like this horse is hopefully going to be with me for a while. So I want some sensitivity in there, but I want confidence as well. And I just need those things to happen in balance. I've got a lot of time to develop this young horse, bring him along. Good. And that let's see if I lift my energy. Nope, shoulder can't push. Yeah, see if I can ask for a truck. Lovely. I really like how light he is on the line. Good. Oh, no worry there. Awesome. Always finish with connection. Teach him that this is a good place to be. Good job, young man. Awesome. I don't like if I've, there's one thing towards teaching a horse that I should be able to rub on their face and touch their eyes and touch the ears and all those things we need for, you know, doctoring and general safety. But in this moment, like I'm trying to rub him to support him and let him know that he did the right thing. So I don't need, like if that feels good to him, great. If it doesn't, that's okay, right? It's not the end of the world. Like I'm rubbing him for him. I want to make sure he's not avoiding me, right? Good. But I want that to feel good for him. Awesome. Super. A lot of people mistake these like sleepy eyes in horses for like, oh, he's bored or he's fallen asleep, all that sort of thing. That's just him processing. Can you come a little closer, Damien? So you might be able to see here these little wrinkles that they get right above their eyes. So when a horse shifts to the parasympathetic, see that little peak right in there? Right? Might be able to see it actually a little better on this other eye. I think Sherman's excited to be a YouTube star. Those wrinkles in here, those are them shifting into their parasympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic nervous system is the one we want, right? That's not fight and flight. I don't want to be on a horse or working with a horse if they're in that fight and flight place. I want them in softness. Awesome. So I was going to get on and ride him a little bit tonight, but I think we might be about to get a yawn here. I think that feels like a really good place to leave a young horse. So hope you guys enjoy the journey. Follow on YouTube, share, all that sort of stuff. I'm going to try to document his progress while he's with me, and it's going to be authentic to me and what I do and how I bring horses along. So if you like it, great. And if not, that's okay too. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. So thanks for watching.